thing a lot of you probably have not seen. Stoneblock. I mean, okay, if you've seen mods, it's popular amongst mods. For a grossly oversimplified version of what this game is, you are stuck in stone. As you can see by my map here, I am surrounded by stone, given there is also some random structures that spawn, but I'm surrounded by stone. Now you may be thinking to yourself, how would I do anything surrounded by stone with absolutely nothing? This is modded. I get stuff for breaking, not eaten. You can eat this. What? I didn't know you could. I've played Stoneblock before. I did not know you could eat the pebbles. But I used to love this game as a kid because obviously it's been around a while. This is like the 4th version made of Stoneblock. But this idea just kind of came to me, and I figured, given how relaxing and beautiful vanilla Minecraft is, something like this is kind of just like a given to be, I don't know, just the perfect thing for my channel, which I have done so much Minecraft on. I would like to mention, I really want to try and eat this. Okay, so there's also a quest book, right? This may look very confusing. There is a lot of quests in this game given how many entries there are. But mainly, it's just for progression. In fact, if I follow this getting started path, this should be the basics of Stoneblock here. As you can see, it says, okay, I'll start off saying I did start in a different world, in a different place other than this area here. I got this as a quest reward, by the way, that's why I have this now. I started in a different world with NPCs and whatnot. I will return to that later. For now, I am in here, following the quest book. The Echo of Guidance, which is one of the NPCs, has directed you to create your first home. Head out of the archive and enter through the giant portal to make your place in this world, which is what I did, which is why I am here now. Furthermore, this goes on to explain how there are random events that ends up happening, like the bee event, which it just force spawned for me. I think as I try explaining this, it makes it a lot more confusing. But I promise you, this is just sort of, and we got a acquire hardware achievement for the iron. I promise you, this is a fairly basic mod pack that moves into being. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, the more I think about it, I don't think this is a basic mod pack. I totally just didn't even really think about it, but it is. First off, I'd like to show this. This is how you get cobblestone. So we're gonna create a ton of those, and then we're gonna make a cobblestone crafting table. We'll stick right in the center for now. This is the center, right? Yeah. I think generally I'm not done with vanilla Minecraft or anything else. I am just trying something new. I think this is like the 4th different version of Minecraft I've done on this channel. I have a survival playthrough, a skyblock playthrough. Actually, I don't know, I can't really think of the 3rd, so maybe it is just the 3rd version. Okay, we have a nice little even area here. In fact, I think I'm gonna take this torch down and stick it right here. So, to begin, the basics. Obviously, I made a crafting table here. I can make sticks here, and I think one of the things, yeah, you can't do that. What can you do? I'm forgetting this, to be honest. Oh right, there's ultimine in this game too. If you don't know what ultimine is, it's basically a vein miner. It's a vein miner, so I hold down this key and I can like mine veins. I can't really show it right now because there's nothing to mine, but you get the idea. you can make a stone hammer, which now I can get cobblestone. Oh, I'm kind of seeing the sun creep through the sides now. It's a little funny. I think every single time I've started in a Stoneblock world, I've generally kept this sort of design for spacing of the areas. Like, I'll end up doing something like this, and then break into a new area. Now, okay, I should probably mention this. Vein miner doesn't work on stone. That's why I can't showcase the vein miner right now. But what I can do now is show you the next step. I can show you both Altamine and the vein miner. And I mined all of them and got gravel. I think I need to, I need to dig one more to get dirt. And then once more to get sand. And then once more to get dust. I don't actually know what you get past dust. Yeah, it just stays dust. But that was the basic for this quest path. The next would be the stone crook, which would be more stones. Actually, I don't really need more cobblestone. All I need is just this and that. And just like that, we have a stone crook. I am kind of just remembering this. This kind of needs to be off to the side here because actually I don't remember how to do this. I think no. Interesting. Yeah, the gravel and then the dirt. And then I think with this dirt I can do this and get saplings. There we go. And would you look at that? Saplings. So with this saplings, obviously you need to plant it, which is why we have quick access to dirt. And then we'll do this, and we'll plant oak. I think oak is actually a rare drop from dirt. I think you get like every single sapling is in the loot table and equal chances. But I'm not gonna wait around forever for this block to, for this sapling to grow, which is where this comes in. Okay, I spammed shift. I didn't expect it to grow that quickly though. Actually, we just got sticks. I'm gonna make an axe really quick. Bang. Now I don't expect this sort of complicated modded version of Minecraft to be popular amongst everybody. And to that, I do apologize to regulars on this channel for being around since just regular vanilla Minecraft. I did. I don't know why I'm only getting one sapling from all this. One thing I can do is grow. And now I got a lot of saplings. I forgot what I was saying. I don't expect everybody who enjoyed my vanilla series and other sort of simple videos that I've done to enjoy this. I'm trying something new, and all I ask is for everyone's patience as I work through these things. We recently just hit 700 subscribers on the channel, and to that I want to thank every single one of you. It's insane how fast this channel progresses, even as I neglect my uploading schedule. But I don't know, it's beautiful, and sometimes I forget how much of a privilege creating really is. Okay, so this is as far as we got here in the quest book. Next we have a couple options. There's the charcoal one, which is obviously to just make charcoal. This is explaining a very basic vanilla concept of making charcoal, which I guess we could start right now because it's fairly, simple. We'll put like a quarter of our logs here and here. Eventually we can swap this. In fact, I could just wait for one, and then eventually it's like what is this? Renewable energy. What's the perpetual motion machines that are like impossible because you can't perfectly 100% preserve energy? That's kind of what's going on here, because we're kind of like making more energy out of, or maybe it's just more efficient. I don't know. This is not my field, people. This is not my field. Moving on from this, though, we can now claim it gives us 2 hoppers. That's insane. 2 hoppers is a reward. I'm gonna turn all of this into wood so I can make a chest. Lagged a little bit there. Oh, that's another thing I'll mention to some people. Or to you all. I don't know why I said some people, as if only part of you get to know this, but I'm upgrading my PC very, very soon. In which case I can branch out my content. I think Fortnite was one I tried doing content for a while ago. That did not work out very well given how laggy it really was. But I am expecting a motherboard in the mail alongside a CPU that I have right beside me. And so I will be able to do a lot more. So the next quest we're going to be doing is the Hammer Time quest. Which will be crafting a stone hammer. Now this does require actual stone, so we're going to take this out. I don't know why I put everything away. We don't need to put everything away. We can keep some things. In fact, I'll even keep this. And I don't know why I put the charcoal away, because that's just meant to be here. So we need 3. We'll smelt 6, because I'm assuming later down the line we'll need more. By the way, I mean, obviously it doesn't make sense for Minecraft to have a trash can like as a built-in HUD feature, but damn is it useful. And bang, there's 3. So we'll make that now. And for I forget what the hammer does. Oh, right, a 3x1 area. So for what I was trying to do over here was clear out an area. So how big is an area? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I thought it as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll do it this way too. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. By the way, I hope you all are enjoying your holidays. It is getting shockingly close to Christmas time. And I have already started up a Minecraft world with, not me, they did, and I joined them, but with some close friends. And some family members too. But it's always nice doing something along those lines to get yourself into the spirit. So yeah, this will be the new area that I slowly build out into. I think monsters might spawn in here, so as of right now, I kind of forgot I should probably be lighting this place up a little more. We'll just do like 2 sides, and just like that we have another loopy event. These are overpowered. I'm not gonna put it past any of this, okay? I will say this straight up. This game just gives you things a lot of the time. Oh yeah, dirt chest. Sure, you know, we'll put that down. A nice little book explaining... Whoops. A nice little book explaining what the dirt chest does. You can read through this if you want. There is a lot of pages for no reason. It only holds 1 stack of dirt. Yes, it is useless. No, I do not know why they added this. But, it's something. It's definitely something. Okay. So, now we get this quest talking about... I don't actually know what this is. With your first piece of wood, make some wooden shears to properly harvest those leaves. Okay, I think that seems simple enough. So we're going to grow a tree. Interesting, that's big. And then I think it'll just be that. We have wooden shears. And we got... Interesting, it broke within the first tree. I thought that had a lot more durability, but that's chill. We can I don't know why I've been vein mining logs. I totally knew that was a thing too. Moving on. Now we have leaves. This I actually do remember. Well, what do you do with leaves? This quest right here. A wooden basin. Interesting leg. I actually need more logs here, so we're gonna do this. And just like that, we made ourselves a basin. If we put leaves on top and I think stomp in... wait, what do you do? What do you do? Do I need more space above me? Oh, with a pickaxe. Why is this a pickaxe thing? Why do you need to dig? Interesting, that's clearly wooden. I think it is stomping. I just need more space. Yeah, there we go. So you stomp on it and it breaks down. You can even hear the sounds a little bit. I don't know if you will through my video because I typically keep it game audio really quiet. But there you go. We already have 3 buckets. 3.25 buckets. And that might be all. Yeah, no space in basin tank. And 4 buckets. In fact, I think with the iron, the best thing to make is likely a bucket. So just like that, water. Bang. I am really enjoying this. I forgot how fun skyblock type games were, but specifically the modded ones because they're always something that you move on, but start from a very cramped space thing, you know. So now we can claim that in the quest. Feel the burn. What is this? Leaves are dried out. They can be used to make stronger fibers. So, in simple terms, we can make a campfire and I think dry out leaves on it. Yep. Whoops. And just like that, 4 leaves are now being dried out. We can watch it turn because I think it takes a very short amount of time. Any day now. Oh, it says at the top. Okay, we got 5 seconds left. Okay, that was kind of dumb of me. And there we go. 4 dry leaves. What do you do with dry leaves? Straw bale. What? Do I just break them? Break them with a crook. Break them with a crook. Why do I have 2 crooks? Interesting. I am not very, I'm not very conscious right now. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I'm not observing right now. I'm not Starbungle gift. What was that? What? Starbungle. And just like that, we got ourselves a star. Hold on. Bam, cinematic. Starbungle. I don't know why I had to do that, but why not? So, we're not gonna hold out too much longer. I think, what is this relating to? Right. So the echoes are the NPCs that I spoke to in the beginning. And this is explaining to me how the main quest, which is this guy right here, when I initially spoke to the first NPC, he told me to make a crude brush, which we can finally do. Y'all aren't ready. Y'all ain't ready for this. I'm not gonna lie. Bang. Crude brush. Now the actual point of the crude brush is doing stuff like this. iron chunks and tiny coal. There's a ton of different things in this loot table. But iron chunks can be turned into iron clusters, which can be smelted into iron ingots. But with this, I want to take it back. Where's bro going? Where's bro going? Okay. With this, I want to take it back to the Echo of Guidance, which it says in here /spawn will do. So, if we type /spawn, opens a portal, which I can walk through. And this right here is where I started. In this little area here, showing the very many different mods of this game. Whoa, getting a little bit of lag as it sorts itself out. Now you may be asking, why can't I just take all this stuff? Because I'm in adventure mode and I cannot take or use anything. I think I might be able to use them. Like, hold on. There we go. I can't use them for some reason. Never mind. Maybe not. Okay. I think I can't use them, but I can look at them. I can look at them. Also, these charge pads are empty, so yeah. This guy, the Echo Projection, was who I spoke to initially. If you want to read this, you can. The basic thing he says there is a world engine which is fairly broken down and we are going to repair slowly. So I made the crude brush with him. And here, now I need a Chronon generator. I think, is that what it said? How do you make this? What the hell? Okay, that's actually not that bad. I kind of freaked out a little more than I should have. But the world engine isn't unlocked until there. It's a place I can go to. Can be 100% clear with you guys with that. To be honest, there's lore for some reason in this 4th version. I don't remember if there's lore before in the other Stoneblocks. But yeah, if we run up to the main area here, this is sort of just a hub, by the way. I can't actually do anything here other than talk to NPCs. This area leads to nothing. And this area is where I can go see a magician, a machinist, and there's many, many more. Quartermaster, what does that say? Catalyst. And this main portal in the center is where I go back to my spawn. Oh, whoops. The light bender. Whoa, what? I think a lot of these are locked off right now, yeah. So they're all locked off and I can't actually go through it. Yet. Observe grass block. What? Where's that quest? What the hell is observe grass block? I don't know. Weird. Interesting. Very interesting. Now I can also go back home, not through the portal, but rather... Oh. I guess I haven't unlocked /home yet, so it'll have to be through the portal. So we move on back to our little humble abode here, is what I'd like to call it, because I think it is. Oh my god, we can do it now. Stone Pebble. It poisons us, gives us slowness, resistance, and hunger. So it sounds like overall I wouldn't recommend eating those. Very interesting. Now, we can move on here. Actually, I'd like to take a look at this because this is the welcome. I think these are all just mainly for reading. If you guys want to read this, you can. There's the commands here, a little bit of lore explanation here, and how to report bugs. That's really loud. I'm gonna have to turn that down in post edit. But there you go. I just finished the welcome category. I'm not gonna lie, I am slowly putting myself to sleep playing this game. Purely because of how, I don't know, I think it's just Minecraft. I'm not gonna say that like this awesome mod, but that's just the way it be sometimes. So I think what this is reading to me is how to get seeds by brushing dirt. So, now this is something I'll show you guys because this is just like a beautiful mechanic in this one. So first we're going to turn this to dirt. And as you can see, we have a ton of dirt. And, oh, actually that's going to be part of this vein mine. Whoops. Is that part of the vein mine? I don't know. Just to make sure, you know. But check this out. Oh, whoops. I can brush all of that at once. And look at that. Grass seed, regular seed, potatoes, carrots, pebbles. A lot of pebbles. I think these potatoes themselves are actually pretty useful given they're literally they're cookable and you can have food, but we already have a crazy nice food ready here. I'm gonna eat these just to get them eaten. And sometimes I think after we eat enough unique foods, we can gain a heart. If I eat this, maybe it'll push it over. No. Okay, well that was worth a try. What's next in the book? So we did that. Apparently we did that in my first playthrough. These feathers were incredibly hard to get. But apparently I just got it, so no issues here. Okay. Moving forward, I guess there's this that it talks about clay balls, which is I think just dust and water, if I'm not mistaken. If we take dust, I don't know if surrounding it in water is gonna work. We can try. I'm apparently stupid. Apparently you can use Alt Mine with certain tools. I thought I could use that with this, but so dust is okay, how do I make clay? I thought that was something you do with dust. No, but apparently you can brush them. Okay, clay comes from brushing sand, obviously. I am not the brightest person, alright? It's not part of our worries, though. We're not worried too much about that. So here we go. A lot of clay. 4 clay, never mind. And Brody's still here. Interesting. Another loot would be, what am I doing with the clay? Egg. Emerald. Emerald. We got a damn emerald from this guy. Damn. And gold and leather. Leather can be made by putting rotten flesh on this guy right here, which is useful in itself. Eventually we are going to be needing leather because I can get backpacks and whatnot. I'm definitely going to want backpacks soon. It's going to be really hard to hold a lot of stuff in the inventory. With clay, I think we should be smelting this, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, 5 brick, which is already not enough with what we have, so let's get no gravel. Apparently I do not have gravel. So we'll make just like a little something here. A little something here. And a little something here. There you go. So now this should be enough clay for us. Yeah, 2 more clay, that's enough. We're also getting copper chunks. Because, you know, we can do that thing now. So that'll be 2 copper bars eventually. If we can get 1 more, we can get a bonsai plant. And bang. I don't entirely remember how to do this. I'm just gonna experiment because it's probably obvious. I'm gonna do this with things separate, so we'll get a piece of dirt. We'll put it in this. And if we take an oak sapling, I think we could take other saplings too, but I want oak. Just like that. we now have an interface. I'll stick my axe in here. And it's not doing anything. Optional pot decoration, enchant the pot to improve its... There you go. Okay, so it does make us logs. I think it's not fully efficient. Yeah, like the logs are 50% chance, 50% chance. As you can see, I have no issues with that because this is fully automated and I don't need to touch anything. I will make myself another axe because why not? It's always nice to just have that extra thing there. And we'll claim the rewards, get ourselves a hopper. I already have a plan for the hoppers. I will not tell you what that plan is, but I just need you to trust me. Okay. To show the Echo that you've learned how to unearth resources from this world, you should make an iron hammer from the materials you can brush from gravel. So, with that being said, let's get that going. We might want a little more gravel. I'm just worried this hammer is gonna be breaking fairly soon. So we are gonna make one more hammer because I want to be able to turn like a whole stack. And there we go. We'll do 7 more because it's just the rest of it. Why not? I think there's actually a builder's wand that would make this a lot faster, but it's not necessary. And bang! Now we have 40 iron chunks. I think we had more in here, right? Yeah, we had 1 more iron chunk. We'll shove the tiny coal in here. And whoops. Bang. We got 10 iron. We'll put away some of this less useful stuff. And we are actually starting to get iron here. Now, for the exploration part of this game, I promise you there is, as much as being stuck in a stone catacomb, it doesn't seem like there's much exploration. But this is somewhere to go. I don't know if there's a thing explaining this in the quest book here. Here we go. Exploration. So, how this works is the world is made in rings. I thought it would show me here. It's somewhere in here. There we go. So the stone ring, which is what we are in, we start directly in the center of the stone ring. There's a deep slate ring, a nether ring, and stone ring maybe. And then I don't know the rest. I think it tells us in here somewhere. So if we go back, it goes stone, deep slate, nether, and twilight forest, ocean, and void chasms. And when I tell you there's a lot to explore, I mean that in the case that there are dungeons and other naturally spawned structures in these rings that I can reach. Some of them, like these, there's a stone dungeon, weeping well, nether dungeon, chesterin. I don't know what that word is. Troll cave, ice spider den, Malkuth arena, arcane grove, trial chamber. This is in vanilla. I mean, yeah, none of those are vanilla. Ancient battleground, end dungeon. This is different. Ocean dungeon. This is different. The frosted prison dungeon. Otherworld dungeon. So, I think as we move past this, there will eventually be ways to start tunneling all the way to the other rings. It is a long, painstaking process, but I'm willing to do it. Now we have ourselves enough to make another hammer and an iron one. Bang. And just like that, we have an unearther level. Oh yeah, I forgot this existed. Okay, so the unearther level is just like the rarity of stuff you get from brushing. Like, from gravel and whatnot. I don't know, it's kind of confusing to be honest, but don't worry about it. And yeah, this explains it a little bit. I want to get to that healing spring. I think that thing right here is the healing spring. Yeah, and this is us. As you can see, we are directly in the center. This is the center. As you can see by my coordinates in the top right. Enhance. I'll post edit enhance, but 0, 0. That is our Y level in the middle. As you can see by me jumping. So we'll put all this away. What should I do now? We'll loot this guy and keep moving on. Becoming the unearther. What? Just by dust? Okay, fine, I'll do that. This will give me some redstone. Supposedly. Yep, okay. Actually, that gave me a lot. Gold chunks and tin chunks and the redstone. And just like that, we can claim that one. We got 31 dust. Which we will do that with. And brush all of. That's so satisfying. I love that. So put all this away. And we'll go back to our quest book. And here it mentions us going all the way to the healing spring, which is north of us. So that does mean I need to, here we're gonna use this one for now. That does mean I need to travel, which means a lot of tunneling ahead of us. I'm not gonna make you watch that. I will end up doing that later. For now, I think I'm gonna leave it off here though. This is the basics of Stoneblock. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to do this. I have already done a lot of this on my own, but there's just so many ways to play this game that it ends up being just this big thing. Like, look, power. There's so much stuff going on here. There's like a chicken mod. There's like, oh my god. I'm sure you all get the gist of it. Let me know if you guys like this sort of content. As always, this is experimental. Very, very experimental. Me personally, I love this game. And I love every other game I play. Let's not get that confused. I enjoy creating this content always, all the time. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, like it, subscribe, comment, share with your neighbors, your friends, family, all of them. I'm sure they all want to see this. You will be their favorites after you show them this. I love you all. If you're sleeping right now, I hope you have a good sleep. If you're trying to sleep, I hope my video helped. And without further ado,